Don't blame me for what you made me.
Hi guys! Welcome back to the vlog. In this episode of my med school series, I'll be sharing with you the superstitions I followed for the PLE, the board's day itself, the board's week, the waiting time after the boards, a little bit about oath taking, getting your license at PRC, and the supplies I recommend. At the end of this video, I'll also be having another giveaway, so stay tuned for that. So now, let's get into it! So before I talk about boards week, boards day and all, I'll first talk about the superstitions I followed. You see, if you go search PLE superstitions in Reddit, you'll see a lot of superstitions people recommend and people say, but I only followed what my friends from the upper batch did and recommend. So having gone through it all and doing, the 6 superstitions I did, I passed naman. But it's really up to you if you will believe or follow any. Because my boy Miguel, he didn't follow any except one, which was the empanada, which he only ate on day 1, and he passed. So it's really up to you, but here's what I followed. So the first and the most famous and my least favorite superstition is the magic empanada. So I'm sure you've heard of it. So it has been a belief that eating a red ribbon empanada brings luck. So it has to be red ribbon kasi red is a lucky color. So I ate one empanada every day for all 4 days of the exam for breakfast. But the thing is, I really don't like empanada kasi I don't like raisins, and empanada has raisins. So I was only able to finish the entire empanada on day 1 kasi I was so worried about, it was day 1. You'll be worried and extra anxious and extra nervous. So while I was in the car and, I just kept studying, reviewing while I was eating the empanada. So naubos ko siya. However, on days 2 to 4, nare-realize ko at naaalala ko na, oh my gosh, may raisin dito sa empanada na to. So every day from days 2 to 4, parang dumadami na yung tira ko. As in, nung day 4 kasi, I also had only 2 hours of sleep the night before. Since I was cramming OB, I was having a headache. Tapos parang nasusuka na talaga ako eating the empanada. As in, I think I only took a few bites of the empanada, lalo na nung days 3 and 4. Kasi hindi ko na talaga siya kaya kainin. But I had to do it because I needed the luck. So, yun. Up to you if you'll believe that superstition. So, the second superstition and my most favorite one is the magic pencils. Dito lang talaga ako kumapit if hindi ko alam yung sagot. Anyway, I'll talk about that later. So, all in total, I have 9 pencils. So, each of them were sharpened by top-notchers. So, thank you to my friends. Linus Cruz was top 1, Achi Gabby Flores top 4, and super galing niya din sa formal lecture in top-notch. So, you guys have to watch her lectures, as in don't miss it, okay? And Ma'am Jing Zamora top 1. So, I have 3 pencils from each of them. So, 9 in total. I was worried kasi if I only had a few, baka may maputol, mapudpud. So, I got as much as I could. So, thank you to our little sisters who got me and my batchmates our magic pencils. But in reality, guys, kasha na 1 pencil lang per day. Kasha yung 1 pencil for 3 exams. Kasi, hindi naman pala siya ganun kabilis papudpud. And sa akin, wala naman naputol. So, I didn't need to sharpen or anything. Having 1 pencil per day is enough, but it's also good to have an extra. So, just in case. So, kumapit talaga ako sa pencil ko, guys. Like, if hindi ko alam, I prayed na sana tama yung guess ko, na smart guess siya. And sometimes, if hindi ko alam, I would ask myself, if this was Linus, ano kaya yung i-answer niya? As in, grabe talaga. Like, lalo na sa pharma, Achi Gabby's so good at pharma. So, parang kumapit talaga ako sa pencil ko nung pharma exam. I was like, sana mapunta sa akin yung brain cells ni Achi Gabby. So, yun. So, super namatay ako sa anat, lalo na sa anat. Surge, IM, OB. OB was so hard. So, kaya hawak ko talaga yung lucky pencil ko habang nag-exam. It worked naman ata kasi, well, I passed. Syempre, I studied na naman. But, I'm just so grateful also for my lucky pencil. So, I totally recommend them. And wala namang mawala if you believe. But for Miguel, he had his pencil sharpened by his parents who are doctors. And he passed. And he actually got a good score. So, pwede rin yun, I guess. Next, number 3, the magical red panty. They say, wear something red daw underneath para swertihin ka. So, my sisters gave my batchmates and I red panties. And super nag-alala pa nga ako, guys, kasi baka I was worried na makita yung red underwear under the white pants. Kasi diba we have to wear white pants during the exam. Pero hindi naman pala siya kita, guys, kasi I wore white jeans. And to be honest, kahit makita siya, guys, okay lang yun kasi desperate times call for desperate measures. And I'm sure hindi lang ikaw yung naka-red panty. So don't worry about it. Fourth, breaking the pencil. Ito, guys, nahirapan ako dito ng slide. Ito pala yung pencils ko. Nasa akin pa siya, yung mga magic pencils ko. And nilagyan ko rin pala siya ng pencil cap. See, ang cute. Para, protected talaga siya. Ever since nakuha ko siya from my sis and kay Linus, nilagyan ko na siya ng cap para for sure hindi siya mabali or anything. Kailangan safe na safe talaga siya. So anyway, they say that you have to break the pencil after the last exam, which is Premed, para hindi ka na bumalik and hindi mo na ulitin. And to be honest guys, nahiya ako gawin kasi parang wala ako naririnig na nagbe-break ng pencil, wala ako narinig na pencil nag-break, tas yung katabi ko, parang hindi naman niya binreak yung pencil niya, or baka hindi ko lang nakita, or baka hindi ko lang narinig yung mga pencils na nagbe-break. Pero anyway, ginawa ko pa rin siya. So guys, ang hirap pala mag-break ng pencil. Ang tigas kasi niya, like, ginanong ko siya, tapos hindi siya nag-break agad. Tapos sabi ko, oh my gosh, as in, kasi syempre magta-time na kailangan ko na i-pass yung paper, tapos nagbe-break pa din ako ng pencil, diba? So, kasi parang nag-allot ako ng mga 2 minutes to break the pencil. Tapos hindi ko pa siya nabe-break. So, I did like this. So, sabi ko, baka kailangan from a different angle. So, inikot-ikot ko siya, tapos hindi ko pa rin ma-break. Buti na lang, yung pinatong ko siya sa thigh ko, na-break ko na siya. So, yun. Ginawa ko rin yun. There's this box at the front of the room. Kasi before mag-start yung last exam, the proctors will say na they will put a box at the front of the room where you can donate your pencils, eraser, clear envelopes if ayaw nyo na, and they will give it daw to their partner school. Marami nag-donate ng pencils, guys, mga eraser, mga clear envelopes sila. Hindi ko sure kasi umalis din ako agad as soon as iniwan ko yung broken pencil ko. Pero wala yata ako napansin masyado na broken pencil. Pero napansin ko maraming buong pencil. Pero I still broke mine since it's the superstition. So up to you if you will follow. Fifth, kicking the chair. So they say that after you take the last exam, which is Premed, on the last day, you have to kick the chair para hindi ka na bumalik at para hindi mo na ulitin yung exam. So, like the pencil, parang wala rin ako narinig na nag-kick ng chair. Pero I'm sure meron, guys. Alam mo naman ako lang gumawa nun, diba? Anyway, ginawa ko talaga siya, guys. Kasi, you know, I can't risk anything for this exam. So, and last naman ako natatapos. Like, talaga sinasagad ko yung time. Hindi ako umaalis ng maaga. As in, ako yung one of the last people who would leave and submit the test paper. So, wala naman din makakarinig or makakapansin if I kicked my chair since almost everyone was gone. Kasi a lot of people left the Premed exam early since I think it was kind of easy for a number of people. So, yun, I kicked my chair. And finally, the last, number 6, which is kind of connected to number 5, is after you kick your chair, you can't look back. Don't look back sa chair mo or like, basta once you get your stuff, leave your chair to submit your paper, dapat dala-dala mo na lahat ng stuff mo and don't look back para daw hindi ka na bumalik sa exam, para hindi mo na siya ulitin ulit. So, I followed this, hindi talaga ako bumalik. And actually, pinractice ko to kasi during the first day of the exam, when I would submit my paper, I would just go down the cinema, di ba may mga stairs doon sa cinema, and then nasa harap yung mga proctor. So, bababa ako, sasubmit ko yung paper, then babalik na naman ako sa chair ko to get my things kasi I had 2 water jugs with me since one wasn't enough. I do recommend na isa lang dali nyo, bring a liter of water, a very big water jug. And I also have my clear envelope na I have to get back, diba? So after I submitted on day 1, I would go back pa to my seat. And then I realized na I can't keep doing this for days 2, 3, and 4 kasi sa day 4, dapat after ng exam, hindi na talaga ako babalik sa chair ko kasi diba, don't look back. So, nung day 2 and 3, nag-practice talaga ako. So, once I was done with the exam, diba, I was ready to submit it na, I kept my pencil, my eraser, and just held a ball pen kasi you have to sign something dun sa harapin na, you know, you submitted to the exam and your seat number, and number of pages, ganon. So, kailangan may hawak ang ball pen when you go to the front kasi you always have to sign something. So, and I got my water jug. So, para tuloy-tuloy na ako bumaba. So, dapat, pag magsasubmit ako ng paper, dala-dala ko na rin yung stuff ko. So, I suggest, i-practice yun rin yun kasi don't look back, diba? So, yun, I followed that. So, yeah, that's it. Yun yung 6 superstitions I followed and nakapasa naman ako. But, you know, I have friends who didn't follow any pa nga and they passed. So, up to you talaga. And the question lang is, how brave are you? So, yan. Okay, now that we're done with that, let's talk about the exam week. So, just to share, I made sure that a week before the first exam, I was already studying for week 1 exams. I studied for week 2 exams 2.5 weeks before day 1. So, parang when I studied week 2 muna kasi medyo malayo pa siya. And then week 1 kasi syempre mas malapit na siya sa first exam, diba? So, I also didn't answer practice test anymore since medyo time consuming siya and to be honest, more on memorization na talaga ako and rereading sa last 2.5 weeks. So, parang memorize na talaga to. Memorize time ko na like yung mga formulas, mga tables, So, yun talaga yung focus ko during the last 2.5 weeks. Okay, so I'll share with you guys a schedule of what my last 2.5 weeks looked like before the first day of the exam. So, as you can see, I decided to focus on week 2 subjects 2 weeks or around 2.5 weeks before day 1 since I had the feeling na baka makalimutan ko siya. But I still felt like I needed to review and study kasi baka lumabas siya. And it was a good approach since, guys, kala niyo yung mga week 2 subjects, sa week 2 lang siya lalabas. But no, lumalabas siya sa week 1, lalo na sa patho, may mga cases, micro, may mga cases. So, kailangan bago kayo mag-PLE, madaanan nyo yung week 2 tsaka week 1. As in, guys, wag kayo mag-PLE na hindi nyo dinaanan yung week 2 kasi lumalabas talaga siya. So, sayang din kasi yung points, diba? As you can see, I also didn't do OB nung last 2 weeks since I studied OB last nung nagre-review talaga ako. So, fresh pa talaga siya. So, after OB, I did IMPD together since I studied that together, then search after. For PrevMed, I allocated 1 day lang kasi it's actually a really short subject and lahat naman ng stuff sa PrevMed andun din sa big 4 subjects, diba? Sa week 2 subjects, I studied Pharma last kasi kailangan maalala ko talaga siya since yung mga medications nasa lahat siya ng subjects, so hindi ko pwede makalimutan yung Pharma. Super important siya, guys. Huwag niyo kalimutan yung Pharma kahit week 2 pa siya. So, 1 week before the exam, yun, I studied na for week 1 exam. So, parang usually I allot 1.5 day per subject. Pero I allot usually the last 2 days or the last 1.5 day na parang reread, memorize na talaga on the subject na I will take the next day. Also take note that I didn't enroll in Top Notch anymore. So I really had my own free will on, my schedule, what and how I studied. Kasi I enrolled na during October, I didn't re-enroll since maganda naman yung handouts and I felt like it was a waste of money and I felt like baka wala naman magbago in such a short amount of time. So for the PLE, I slept around 4 hours the night before each exam. I know you should sleep more, but what can I do? Like, there's just so much to cram, diba? So anyway, that was just like if there was an exam the next day. But on normal days and the week in between, I slept 7 to 8 hours every day. As in like, diba, I studied from October to March every day. I would sleep 7 to 8 hours, sometimes even more than 8 because I love to sleep. Apparently, sleeping is a hobby, and that has been my favorite hobby since internship and clerkship. Actually, the entire med school, to be exact. So, yeah, I slept a lot. I took also naps twice a day, one after lunch and one before dinner. Sometimes I would even take one after dinner. That's how much I love to sleep. But on the exam day talaga, before the exam day, I only slept for 4 hours. And yung last exam nung day 4, since last na siya, talagang sinagat ko na yung sarili ko 2 hours. Though I don't recommend it because I had a headache on the 4th day of the exam. And I felt like I also was gonna puke eating my empanada. So, so just get as much sleep as you can, if you can. Guys, ang hirap din matulog sa kaba. As in, I promise. Kaya kailangan i-practice mo na siya. Like, magbilang ka na ng 1 to 100 hanggang makatulog ka. And mag-pray ka talaga na makatulog ka kasi kailangan mo rin talaga siya. And don't forget that you need to nap in between breaks during the exam day itself. Okay? But more on that later. So, more on time, let's talk about time during like the first day. So, for the first day, diba, if you read your NOAA, it says there, or like in the website, I think, you have to be there na daw by 5:30 a.m. And that's so early, the sun isn't even up. So, I had the feeling na that's kinda an early call time. So, I asked my friends who took October na, kailangan pa talaga 5:30 nandun ka? Ang aga-aga nun, gusto ko pa matulog. I feel like kailangan ko pa matulog kasi for sure, late ako matutulog. Which, late nga talaga. So, anyway, I was there 6 a.m. And maaga pa pala siya. But anyway, it's better to be early than late. So, I was there 6 a.m. And kasi they let you in pa around 6:30. So, if you arrive early, like 5:30 or 6, tas andun ka na, like ako yung venue ko sa cinema, diba? So, open na kasi yung mall kasi may, your exam taker, you can go in. Pero, if early ka, nakatayo ka lang outside, let's say, the cinema. I'm not sure sa mga other venues, like sa schools and stuff, pero sa akin, sa cinema, if you can see, I'll flash an image, ayan, nakatayo lang yung mga tao the entire time from, like, if maaga ka doon, 5:30 to 6:30, then tatayo ka lang, tas nagka-cram ka habang nakatayo. So, some people, just sat down on the floor. So, like ako, I would just stand there and just cram with my phone since I took pictures of like the handouts, my notes, my table. So that's what I did. So I think that they made the call time early so that you won't be late. So as I said, 6:30 pa kami pinapasok sa respective cinemas namin. And sa first day lang to, sa first day. So kasi diba sa first day, you have to be early kasi you have to fill up forms pa kasi. I asked my friend who took October na, what time did you exactly sit on your cinema chair? Kasi cinema din yung venue niya. Hindi na daw niya maalala. So ako inalala ko for you guys, no? My butt was at the chair at exactly 6:40 a.m. Since, di ba, pinapasok kami sa cinema 6:30. Kasi from 6, nandun na ako. 6 to 6:30, nakatayo lang ako doon, nagpa-phone, nagka-cram, nagme-memorize, last-minute mga stuff. Tapos, 6:30, pwede na daw pumasok. And then, when you enter the cinema, may line kasi yun, guys. Kasi you have to leave your bags sa front, tapos yung proctor, tingnan pa yung NOA mo. Kumbaga, parang airport, kasi you leave stuff, you sign stuff, like, may attendance sheet, ganon. Actually, I was kinda in front of the line kasi sabi nila pumasok. So ako, pumasok naman ako agad. Pero pwede naman palang hindi pumasok agad. Anyway, so hindi ko naman alam since pumasok ako agad first day. And medyo nasa harap ako na line. Tapos, you know, yung ibang tao sa likod ng line, nag-aaral pa sila. So what I did, bumalik ako sa likod ng line kasi gusto ko pa mag-cram. So yeah, I did that. That's just for the first day. So on succeeding days, you are just to be there before 7 a.m. You don't have to be there super early kasi tatayo ka lang din eh. So what I did, I was scared din kasi na traffic. I'm so grateful for my parents kasi bago pa nag-exam week, they did ocular. Once linabas na yung venue kung saan ako, yung parents ko, thank you so much mom and dad, nag-ocular sila. My venue was at Ayala Mall's Clover Leaf in Balintawak, QC. So pumunta pa sila doon to check out the shortest possible route to take. Every day, we left around 5 to 5:30, I think. Tapos, nakakarating na kami doon by 6. So, Sunday, walang traffic. Monday, meron. Pero on days 2 to 4, nagpapapasok sila ng 7. So, what I do from 6 to 6:50, nandun lang ako sa car. Pero I think on days 3 and 4, parang mga 6:30 na kami nakakarating sa venue kasi hindi naman nga need na super aga doon. Basta before 7, nandun ka na. I recommend if naka-car kayo, you're lucky kasi you can stay there and just study. Kasi if bumaba ka, hirap din nakatayo ka. Problem lang, pag nasa car, ang init, at least nakaupo, diba? Tapos kasama ko yung parents ko. So, I felt panicky and comfort at the same time. Guys, super crucial pala yung moments na nag-aantay ka bago ka ipapasok sa venue. You really have to study if you think na you're that kind of person. Kasi, for some reason, lumalabas din talaga yung mga kinakramo sa head mo. As in, nakailan points din talaga ako, lalo na ng OB, Pharma, yung mga last minute ko inaral, lumabas siya. So, I'm really very thankful. Baka, yun na yung sign ni Lord, tulungan ako. Anyway, so, yun. I also like to share na may na-late actually. Nung second day, akala ko this person behind me, hindi na siya sisipot kasi it was already 8. It was already 8 kasi diba on the second day, the exam starts at 8. So you have to be there. Like, kasi nagpapapasok sa sila ng 7. Pag second to fourth day, nagpapapasok sila ng 7. Pero mabait kasi yung proctor namin, yung head proctor namin. If ayaw mo pumasok ng 7, pwede ka pa mag-aral sa labas ng cinema till 7:20. So from 7 to 7:20, nag-aaral pa rin ako sa labas kasi na-realize ko marami din naman hindi pumapasok agad. Kasi nung first day, pumasok ako agad. Pero yung second to fourth day, hindi na ako pumasok agad kasi may nakita ako na hindi naman pumapasok agad. So, as in nag-aaral pa sila, gusto ko pa mag-aral din. So, kahit sabi nila, pasok na, if hindi pa talaga kami pinipilit pumasok, nandun na ako sa labas, nagka-cram. Anyway, going back, there was this dude behind me. I thought, hindi na siya pupunta, hindi na siya sisipot sa second day. Kasi it was already 8 a.m. Pero, na-late lang siya. Na-late siya, I think, ng 5 minutes, 8:05. Pero pinapasok pa rin siya. So, kala ko nga na they would get mad or strict. Hindi na sila magpapasok. Pero this person, pinapasok pa din. Pero, sobrang lucky kasi namin na at the start kasi ng day 1, before you enter talaga the venue, the head proctor will give a short speech saying, you know, stuff you shouldn't bring, like your phone, your notes, ganon, in your seat when you're there in the cinema seat itself. Many, you know, orientation. And then, sabi rin niya na he's a kind proctor naman daw. Hindi na niya i-confiscate yung phone namin isa-isa as long as it's in our bag. So, super lucky din. And super lucky din ako kasi sobrang ganda ng venue. My venue was the cinema in Cloverleaf and sobrang recommend ko siya if doon kayo, magpasalamat kayo kasi 'di ba, it's a cinema chair. Alam mo naman yung cinema chair, 'di ba? Comfy siya. As in, pag natutulog ka, pwede ka humiga, tapos may yung katabi mong chairs empty din, pwede mo ipatong yung stuff mo. Actually, sobrang swerte ka if nakuha mo yung cinema kasi it's the perfect chair to nap. Kasi si Miguel, he got the school MCU, I think. And then since school chair siya. Alam mo yung typical school chair. Nakaganon ka lang when you sleep and you really have to sleep and nap. Kasi power nap yun eh. So, if cinema ka, super lucky ka, say thank you to God kasi linagay ka niya doon. Tapos, alinis pa, marami din stalls yung CR, as in, hindi siya nagta-traffic ever. Eh, doon yata sa MCU, I think, mahaba yung pila pag magsi-CR. Anyway, aside from the person behind me, the girl beside me also, on the 4th day, akala ko hindi na rin siya pupunta kasi 7:50 na wala pa siya. Ayun pala, late lang talaga siya, pero pinapasok pa rin siya. You know, just saying na kahit late ka, baka papasukin ka pa rin. But, syempre, don't do that kasi baka strict yung proctor mo at hindi ka papasukin. So, you know, just to be safe, always be there early and just stand outside the cinema or whatever venue you're put in and mag-review ka na lang studying. Basta kailangan, by 6:50, bumaba ka na sa car mo on days 2 to 4 and doon ka na sa venue mo before 7 a.m. para hindi ka late, okay? Okay, so now that we're done with the time stuff, let's go to the things stuff. So, you need to bring, di ba, a plastic envelope. Super, nandun yun sa website na you have to bring it sa instructions. You have to bring a plastic envelope clear with a brown long envelope inside. Pero let's talk about the long brown envelope later. So, what's the plastic envelope for, yung clear? By the way, yung clear plastic envelope, pwede pala na you can buy the one with the handle kasi I didn't know na pwede pala may handle. Mas convenient kasi yun eh, may handle, mahawakan mo siya ganon. What do you do with it? So this is where you will put your pencil, eraser. By the way, for the eraser, you have to remove, diba sa eraser, meron yung brand na may paper. You have to remove that, bawal yun. And kuyari, magdadala kayo ng bottled water, diba may brand din, kuyari, Summit, bawal din yun. You have to remove it. So you can remove it at home para wala ka ng basura like to worry about. So anyway, so in this plastic envelope, you put your pencil, eraser, and then you also put your necessities like your medicine. Guys, you have to bring LBM meds and headache meds. Kasi ako, during the first day for the micro exam, the last 40 minutes, biglang nag-tummy ache ako and stuff. And I was so worried. Feeling ko talaga mag-LBM na ako. As in, I literally felt like I really needed to use the bathroom. But I can't kasi hindi pa ako tapos sa exam. Hindi pa ako nag-shade ng lahat. So, buti na lang, may dala akong Imodium. So, ininom ko siya and naka-help siya. So, don't forget your meds, okay? Don't forget that. What else you put inside? You put your tissue. So, you put tissue inside, alcohol, if you're a girl, your napkin. Kasi you can't go back to your bag ever. Can't go back at all. So, you really have to put everything in your clear plastic envelope. And you've also put your NOA inside. Never, ever forget your NOA. I don't know what happens if you do forget, but just don't. Okay? Don't. And also, what else do you put? You put your baon. So ako yung baon ko, thank you mom for preparing my baon every morning. She wakes up every morning extra early just to prepare my baon. Kasi, you know, I needed a little bit more sleep. So, yung baon ko kasi, the thing is guys, the entire review, hindi ako masyado kumakain yung review season kasi I felt like pag kumain ako ng madami, naantok ako agad. Kaya ang pait-pait ko guys, kasi, di ba yung ibang tao, pag review season nila, tumataba sila. Ako, pumayat ako guys. So, the first and third day, yung baon ko is bread with spam. And then, yung second and fourth day, yung baon ko, 4 pieces of siomai. So, kasya talaga siya sa small Tupperware. So, yun, kasya sa clear plastic envelope ko, doon ko din nalagay. Pwede naman kayo magdala ng super, like, if you like to eat. Yung isang student, yung baon niya was a Kenny Roger, yung food na may muffin, tapos, di ba, may Tex-Mex, rice, chicken. Sabi ko, wow, ang sarap naman ang lunch niya. Well, decision ko naman, mag 4 pieces of siomai or mag-spam with bread. Kasi yun yung mga, di ba, easy to eat lang, not so much mess, not much, like, di masyado maamoy. Ayoko naman, like, baka ayaw ng seatmate ko yung amoy. So, nagdala lang talaga ako ng simple food. And then, don't forget to bring water. Finally, guys, don't forget to bring a jacket. Ako sa cinema, super lamig, guys, kasi I was seated 3 rows na lang, likod na siya, and super lamig doon. As in, super lamig talaga. The first day, I brought a jacket. Hindi siya enough. So, no second day, I brought a different one with fur. Kasi super lamig niya talaga for some reason, I don't know why. And as in yung first day, nanginginig talaga ako sa lamig doon sa cinema. And according to Miguel, kahit sa school, like yung venue niya, MCU, malamig din daw. And he uses jacket. So, I'm not sure if may aircon kayo or wala. Sana meron. So, bring your jacket, okay? Moving on. Now, what's the brown envelope for? So, this is actually for your answer sheets. Okay guys, ang galing nung answer sheets sa PLE kasi it's 13 pages. Diba you have to go there early during the first day kasi you have to fill something up. So this is like, on the first day, you will be given like this booklet with 13 pages. And yung first page, yun yung i-fill up mo nung first day. Like, i-fill up mo with your name, tapos your school, the date of your graduation. So dapat alam mo din yun. Ako nakalimutan ko na. So buti na lang, we get the envelopes back before every exam. So you can like put it and update it. And just the first page din yun sa back part. You have this like contract, like you have to rewrite this like paragraph stating that you won't cheat and you know those things that you shouldn't do And yun. So that's what you do from 7 to 8 a.m. actually during the first day of the exam. And then, after the first page, the next 12 pages, yun yung answer sheet mo. And ang galing niya kasi you don't have to put your name or anything. Each answer sheet, meron siyang parang, I think, barcode. Tapos, same siya for all the answer sheets. So, parang that's your name, yung barcode mo. Yes, you will get to see the answer sheets, all 12 of them, kahit di pa nagsistart yung each exam. And then, in each answer sheet, parang it will ask if your test type is A or B. And then you have to shade which one you are. So, kaya pag type B yung una mo nakuha na format for the exam, B ka na till the end. So, don't ever forget to shade that. Di ko alam kung ano mangyayari if you forget, but we're always reminded to shade if A or B kami sa exam. And then, guys, ganito kasi yun. Let me tell you how it is para you know how to manage your time. 1 hour yung break between exams. So, 30 minutes into the break, they'll let you peel the answer key. So, 8 to 10, kaya yung exam, and then tapos na. From 10 to 10:30, walang mangyayari. So, you can eat, go to the bathroom, nap, and then, pag 10:30 na, they will give back the envelopes. Kasi, after mo i-fill up yung first page nung booklet na ibibigay nila with the answer key, ibabalik mo yung entire thing in the envelope, and then ibabalik mo sa proctor. And then every time before each exam, ibabalik nila yun sa inyo para you can peel one answer sheet for the exam na iti-take mo na. Kuyari, as I was saying, 10:30, diba, break 10 to 11. Around 10:30, tatayo na yung mga proctors, ibabalik na nila sa inyo yung envelope. Tapos, you have to peel the last page every time because that's your answer sheet. And then you have to shade if A or B ka. And then after you peel it, around 10 minutes, they will ask for it back and collect again the envelope with the other answer sheets and the first page na you filled up with your details. And then you keep doing that until wala nang answer sheet matira kasi natapos mo na lahat ng 12 exams. So, paulit-ulit lang siya. We were actually so lucky kasi our proctor was really nice. Kasi kunyari, di ba, 8 nag-start yung exam. 7:45 pa lang, binibigay na niya yung questionnaire. Like, dumarating na sa cinema namin yung questionnaire ng 7:45. Tapos, binibigay na nila agad. So, parang nagsa-start siya early. And hindi lang yun sa amin. No October, I had a friend, ganun din daw. So, depende talaga sa proctor. Some proctors are really nicer than others. Why am I telling you this? I want you to use your time wisely. Ganito kasi yun, guys. You have to nap. I recommend that you nap. I know that you're gonna be worried, but I recommend na mag-power nap kayo before nila ibalik yung envelope. Kasi ako, hindi ako nag-power nap after the first exam na biochem. Diba, biochem break. Anat, hindi ako nag-power nap and I regretted so much kasi super nang-antok ako sa anatomy. Kaya siguro kinabahan din talaga ako sa subject na yun kasi hindi ako naka-recheck at all. Kaya ito yung ginagawa ko ever since after that anat exam na naantok ako. So, kunyari, 8 to 10 yung exam, di ba? Dapat from 10 to 10:05 or to 10:10, tapos ka na kumain. Ganun lang. 10 minutes ka lang kakain. Kaya, I also wanted to bring a simple lunch, simple baon. Kasi, mabagal ako kumain. So, kailangan yung simple lang talaga. And ayoko rin sobrang maantok if sobrang busog ako. So, kunyari, 10 to 10:10, dapat tapos na ako kumain. And then after nun, kailangan mag-CR na ako. From 10:10 to 10:20, kailangan tapos na ako sa CR, makabalik na ako sa chair ko. Kasi, from 10:20 to 10:40, I nap. Kasi, diba they give the envelopes back around 10:30. If you're sleeping, hindi ka naman gigisingin na proctor. Parang papatong lang nila sa desk mo sa cinema. Pero, if yung venue mo school, baka kailangan ka nila gisingin. Kasi diba you're sleeping like that. Sa cinema kasi, it's nice. You just lean back to sleep. And then the table's just there. And they just patong your envelope. But if you're in a school and then you sleep like that sa table, wala silang place to patong your envelope. So, baka gisingin ka nila. So, sa cinema sa amin, hindi kami ginigising. So, I sleep until 10:40. At 10:40, kailangan na talaga makuha ng proctor yung brown envelope again with the other answer sheets after we peeled it, diba? So, usually, ang ginagawa ng proctor, pag tulog yung student, tas 10:40 na, kinakalabit nila to wake up to get the brown envelope back. Yun, sinasagad ko talaga yung oras kasi I really need to sleep kasi I'm a big sleeper. And then, power nap talaga siya for me. It activates my brain. And yun, share ko lang, baka gumana for you. And then, after nun, around 10:45, papasok na yung guy na may dala ng, bulk of paper or questionnaire. And then, after a while, ibibigay na nila sa amin. So, usually, maaga siya nagsa-start, around 15 minutes. That's why I was saying earlier, may na-late, diba? Kala ko hindi na siya pupunta kasi nagsa-start na talaga kami ng 15 minutes before 8. So, yun guys, don't be late kasi sayang yung 15 minutes na you could have started earlier. Kala mo, hindi yun nagmamatter, pero nagmamatter talaga siya. Like, lalo na pag mahirap yung subject, like patho, as in, wala talaga tumatayo Walang masyado nagsasabit na maaga kasi sinasagadan na yung time. Kasi wala ka namang masagot, so hindi mo na siya papasa. So, you really need every minute. So, don't be late. Don't be late, be early, and you need to pass this. So, just don't do anything that's gonna endanger your passing, okay? So, now let's talk about what happens after the exam. After an exam day, ganito kasi yun, guys. Kakabahan ka. Kasi parang hirap ng exam. Kasi mahirap talaga siya. So, matatakot ka, kakabahan ka, tas ang gusto mo na lang gawin is i-recheck kung nakuha mo ba yung mga question. Like, diba kasi sabi nila, don't spend too much time checking your answers, going back to the, kailangan mag-move on ka na. The thing is, hindi ako makamove on kasi gusto ko malaman kung namali ko siya, gusto ko malaman kung may natama ako. So, hindi ko na linalabanan yung sarili ko kasi if hindi ako nag-check ng answers, lalo akong magpapanic internally. So, I allot around 1 hour each exam day to check so that if it comes out again, matatama ko na siya. And I think it was a good move naman kasi like first day sa micro, there were a number of questions na about infective endocarditis. And then, for the succeeding exams in the other days, lumalabas din talaga yung topic na yun. So, at least I was able to read about that or about thalassemia. Important din pala guys, alam niyo yung mga alternative names ng mga diseases like thalassemia is also called, what's the other name of beta thalassemia? Yung mga ganon, lumalabas siya, like yung mga simple as that. So, sayang. By the way, the answer is Cooley's anemia. So, just saying, nasa handout siya, but unfortunately, I got it wrong. So, I don't want you to get that wrong. So, I'm just saying, pag may nakita ka ganon, mga alternative names, i-memorize nyo rin yun. Sayang kasi 1 point din siya. After that, after I recheck for an hour when I would get home, the thing is, I would also feel like crying. Pero usually, lumalabas siya pag matutulog na ako. Like, kasi, everyday, when you, after the exam, you go home, and then you go back to your notes, tapos makikita mo, oh my gosh, mali ko to, tapos binibilang mo na yung mga mali mo. By the way, sa ANAT, nakabilang ako ng almost 20, guys. Kaya takot ako. Yun yung pinakamarami kong nabilang na mali. And then, sa PASO, may nabilang ako mga almost less than 15. Actually, hindi ko na maalala kasi talaga yung OBIM surge, yung mga questions after the exam kasi sobrang hirap din niya, in mga cases siya. So, hindi ko na siya masyado mahanap dun sa mga notes ko for rechecking. Pero ang naalala ko talaga yung mga week 1, yun talaga yung nabibilang ko siya. Tapos yun, kinakabahan ako after. Pero, well, wala naman tayong magagawa. Just don't take too long doing that. And then after that, kasi the thing is, I didn't want to take my notes down my wall kasi 'di ba may mga naka-hang dyan sa wall ko, sa table ko. In my first vlog, I showed you guys, right? I really didn't want to take it down so that if I vlog, once I pass, assuming I pass, andyan pa siya, video ko pa siya for you guys. But the thing is, after the exam, hindi ko na siya kaya makita. Ayaw ko na siya makita. Never ko na siya gusto makita. So what I did was, after every exam, after I recheck, I would take down stuff from my wall because I never want to see them again, like I said. And it helps me cope with my sadness. So, yun. So, yun lang naman ginawa ko every day after day 1, 2, and 3. After day 4, syempre last day na yun, wala na akong aaralin, diba? So, what I did was, nag-thank you talaga ako kay Lord Jesus, Mama Mary, kay St. Jude. As in, I was really, really, really very thankful. Until now, actually, until now. So, I prayed the rosary 3 times per day during my waiting time na 3 days. I prayed 3 right after the exam, and then 3 times per day for the next 3 days because our waiting time was only 3 days lang din. So, I prayed 1 for each exam kasi I had this friend who did this, so I decided to do it as well. And it just gave me really so much peace. And, actually, just to share, when I was in grade school, I thought that, a full rosary took so long, like a decade, sobrang tagal niya, tapos take turn pa kami per student, diba, pag mag-recite ng Hail Mary kapag rosary month, parang feeling ko ang tagal-tagal niya. Pero, with my PLE, praying it after the exam, praying it when I'm in my most saddest state, and, at that point in time, it's so fast lang pala to pray the rosary. Like, it doesn't take long at all. I don't know why I felt like that when I was a kid, but doing it now, praying the rosary, it's just really fast. Like, yung 1 full rosary, yung 5 decades, sobrang bilis lang pala niya. And, if you want, you can do that as well. And iba talaga yung feeling, guys, if you know na you have Jesus and Mama Mary and Saint Jude by your corner. And I hope that in some way, you're also able to develop that kind of relationship with them during your review season. So yun, guys, after 3 days, the results came out. And let me share with you this pic I took with my tears of joy after my sister called me and then she told me I passed. And I was so happy. Alam, umiyak talaga ako kasi I really worked very hard for it. And, you know, I sacrificed so many sleepless nights, tried not to eat so much sweets so that I wouldn't get so sleepy. And then, you know, I actually also sent this photo to my parents para ma-suspense naman sila ng onte. Kasi, di ba, I was crying, so it's either good news or bad news. But when I told Miguel and I sent him the picture, he knew that it was good news kasi he said that if it was a bad news, I wouldn't want to talk to anyone. And then, yun, my parents were so happy. Iba talaga, guys, when it comes out and you find out you pass. You know, at that point in time, I felt like I was ready to leave the universe. Like, it was the most magical time of my life. And, you know, I just really want you to experience the same thing. It was the happiest I've actually ever been in 8 months during my review. All I can say is after so many years of studying, this is the best gift talaga na I've given to my mom, my dad, and even to those who thought I couldn't. It's so fulfilling because the joy that you will be able to give your family, most especially your parents, it's not something you can ever measure. And the disappointment your haters will have, it's also such a fulfillment, diba? You know, it's really the best feeling, guys. And kaya mo siya. Like, I promise, just know 30 to 40% and you'll have a chance of survival. So, ayun, after it comes out, you will finally have the best sleep of your life. As in, after the results came out, I felt like I could sleep now forever. Like, you know, I haven't been sleeping for, you know, I mean, I slept for 7 to 8 hours on my normal review days. But alam mo yun, in my mind, there's this like, you know, in my mind, I just have to, you know, it's thinking about passing. I need to pass. But, you know, once you pass, you really get the best sleep of your life. You're not thinking about reviewing and studying and top-notch notes anymore. Like, goodbye. You're not gonna think of that. As in, I slept without the PLE in mind, and I felt like I dreamt a beautiful dream that didn't involve school, PLE, and pharma, patho. It was, you know, just good dreams. So aim to pass, guys. Aim to take it once. Be nice to yourself. Kayang-kaya siya. If you work hard and pray for it, kaya siya. And always remember, be a good person, no? If it's for you, God will really give it to you, I promise. And then, after 2 weeks, my scores na in Leris. I'll put the link in the description box. I click that to, like, know my score. And parang tama naman yung sabi nila. If you get 30 to 40%, parang mga 70s na yung score mo. And then, if you get high 40s to 50, mga 80s na yun. So, my score was okay lang naman. Important din, guys, na you have to have your strengths. So, like ako, I love biochem, I love pharma, micro, legal med. Yung 4 talaga na yun, yung humatak sa mga mahihirap na subjects. Huwag niyo pabayaan yung mga easy subjects na sinasabi nila kasi panghatak talaga yun. And actually, guys, I was actually also scared of patho, pero may curve din naman pala yung March kasi 'di ba sabi nila na yung curve for October mas malaki, ganyan. I feel like for my exam, malaki rin naman yung curve. Hindi naman totoo yung maliit or wala or mas mahirap. Like what I said in my other vlog, 'di ba? For my exam, there are subjects na mas mabilis. Feeling ko our Pre-Med was easier and our ANAT was hard, but I felt like maybe last October was harder. It really depends sa exam makers and how lucky you are lang talaga sa batch ng exam na makukuha mo. And it also depends on how well your batch will do kasi doon din naman magbe-base yung curve. So around after 4 weeks, meron ng dates for oath-taking. Finally, after oath-taking kasi you can get your license na. So, once may dates na for oath-taking, you have to go to the PRC website, open your account, and then you have to register for oath-taking. And then after that, you can buy your tickets na. Kasi, you know, the venue for oath-taking is usually in PICC if Metro Manila. I don't know if iba yung sa province. Pero sa Metro Manila, it's in PICC. And to be able to buy tickets, you first have to register for oath-taking in the PRC website. So, mahal din yung ticket kasi not only will you have to buy for your guests, you also have to buy for yourself. So, each ticket during my time, 900 for me, tas 900 per each guest. And then may fee na 700 pesos if you wanna avail the photo induction booth thingy. The event is just really very simple. You don't have to buy an expensive dress. Like, you know, most people people really go in Filipiniana, but I found it quite expensive and I didn't find it too practical to splurge on a Filipiniana kasi I wouldn't really be wearing it elsewhere. So I just got myself a really nice dress that I can rewear in other events. This time, I really felt like I really graduated. If you watched my previous vlog in the series, I said that when I graduated from med school, I felt like I didn't deserve to graduate yet and that I didn't feel like I graduated because I still had, the PLE to take. It was the one last exam for, med school. And after passing and seeing my name there in the list of successful examinees, I really felt like this time, as I was taking my oath at PICC, I felt like I really, really, truly graduated. And also pala guys, just a tip for oath taking. The thing is, diba, you register for oath taking na. Kasi once you register, there's a form at the end na you have to print so that you can buy your tickets. You can either buy tickets in Don Lorenzo in Manila or you can also buy it online through Viber. I bought na lang through Viber kasi I didn't want to go all the way to Manila and, grab mahal din. So I just bought online and then you can claim naman the tickets on ticket day itself. And walang pila at all since most of the people naman buy on-site dun sa Don Lorenzo in Manila. And when I got there, wala talagang pila. As in, hindi talaga ako nag-line. As in, wala talagang pila. So, yun, okay rin mag-buy online. At least, hindi na kayo pupunta all the way. But the thing is, pag pupunta kayo sa Don Lorenzo, makukuha nyo yung guest ticket agad. So, agad, hawak-hawak nyo siya, tuloy-tuloy na lang kayo. Pero if bumili kayo online, you still have to go to the ticket booth, which is also at the same place lang din naman, tas wala namang pila. So, same lang din. Be there early din, kasi mahaba yung line doon sa photo induction booth. There's this like tarp booth with the word physician something sa back. Anyway, I'll share a photo. I took picture there. Mahaba yung pila for that. So, kasi we arrived 15 minutes before 12, which is my call time. Kasi I'm part of the second batch, 12 noon. And then we arrived 15 minutes before. So, definitely super haba na nung pila dun sa photo booth. Tapos, I just took my photo sa photo booth after the oath-taking itself. After natapos agad, lumabas na kami agad. Yung mom ko, pumili na siya agad dun para una na kami. And una nga talaga kami after. What I was gonna advise you guys is, diba kasi when you go there, na-print mo na yung oath form mo, may QR code kasi yun, guys. You have to pascan that. Diba, papasok ka na dun sa venue, dun sa plenary hall, or basta dun sa auditorium, kung, saan nag-oath take. Bago ka pumasok dun, may table ng mga facilitator. Then, scan nila yung QR code sa oath form mo. Once na-scan nila yun, you have to log in your PRC account again para maka-register ka na for your license. Kasi, may schedule yun eh. So, what I did, ever since kasi na I was doing this PRC stuff, I was only using my laptop. Never ako nag-phone. So, ang ginawa ko, I brought my laptop with me. My sister's there naman, so she can just hold it for me during the event. After na-scan agad, I immediately opened my laptop and then nag-register na ako agad to have a schedule for me to get my license in one of the PRC offices. So, since maaga ko siya nagawa, after na-scan agad, I got the date after mismo the oath-taking. The next day, after oath-taking, nakuha ko na agad yung license ko. Ganun lang siya kabilis. Pero to consider din, April kasi ako, mas less yung nagte-take. So, sa October, mas marami yung people. So, mas marami rin yung people na mag-register agad. So, if October taker ka, make sure na after talaga ma-scan yung QR code, mag-login ka na sa PRC, pick ka na ng date, or else pag naubusan ka ng slots, baka matagal pa yung available. Matagal mo pa yung makuha yung license. Ako, super excited na ako makuha yung license ko. For the venue pala, for the registration for the PRC license in Metro Manila, during my time, dalawa yung venues na available, Lucky Chinatown and Mimaropa QC. So, I chose Mimaropa QC kasi I tried to pin it and grab and mas mahal papunta to Lucky Chinatown. So, na-QC na lang ako and in 20 minutes when I was there, nakuha ko na agad yung license. Hindi masyado madami yung tao. There's this thing called Certificate of Registration. Apparently, makukuha mo siya 3 to 4 months if your venue is in PRC Mimaropa. Doon kayo nag-register na kuha ng license. Kasi parang sabi nung person doon na they have to request our Certificate of Registration pa from the Manila branch. Tapos, isa-send sa kanila. So, I have to wait 3 to 4 months pa before I get mine. So, just to tell you the things you need to bring when you go to your registration for your license, you just have to bring your NOAA, and then you have to bring your, kasi once you register, diba, once you're in the oath-taking, and then the FASI scans your QR, and then you register for, to get your license. Meron ulit yung isa pang form. You have to print that. So you have to bring that, a doc stamp, and your NOAA. Yun lang. You don't have to bring a 2x2 or like any other thing. Those 3 things lang. And then if you don't have a doc stamp with you, it's okay kasi may binibenta naman dun sa PRC for 50 pesos. So dun na lang ako bumili kasi wala rin akong dala. Once you're there, you just give the form to the person in the window na for registration. After that, she'll give you like this form you have to fill up, and then you have to put your thumb mark there, and then you just give it back to her, and then after 20 minutes, like me, I got my license already. So I was really happy, and of course I took a photo agad of my license. I sent it to my parents, I sent it to Miguel. I was so happy. I kept staring at it. After all my hard work, I finally got that card. And that's it. I can't believe I finished sharing with you my entire PLE journey. This is actually, the end of it. I got my license. It's done. It's quite long, but I didn't want to miss anything out. My mom and dad are actually so happy. Like, diba, I said earlier, I'm the first doctor in my immediate family, and they were really, really happy that they immediately bought the MD sign thing that you put, diba, sa car plate cover sa harap ng ng car mo. So, they bought that agad the day after I passed. It was nighttime when the results came out, and the morning after, they bought na agad. Kahit wala pa yung license ko, kahit kukunin ko pa lang siya, kahit hindi pa ako nag-uot, bumili na sila agad. Ganon sila kasaya, and ganon sila ka-excited, and sana mabigay niyo rin yun to whoever is supporting you. I hope that I am able to help you even in the smallest way through my vlog. So I hope you let me know through the comments. I will really feel so happy if, kahit 1 or 2 lang of you guys na natulungan ko. That's such a fulfillment na for me. So kala nyo tapos na, but before I end this vlog, I also want to share some of the supplies I recommend, some of the things na nabili ko sa Shopee na I recommend for you also to buy. So like what I said in my last vlog, so for highlighters, just buy neon yellow. Always buy neon, never dull colors, never pastel, because neon really stands out and you really won't regret it during your cram time. And also, the second thing you should also buy is a multicolored pen. Remember when I said that when answering the exam, when you get your test paper, even when you answer your practice test, make sure to print that. Just, the first 5 to 6 pages na you need to answer. When you answer with your multicolored pen, with the red one, circle the negating statements na except and not from 1 to 100. Yun muna yung gawin mo. And after you do that, use your blue pen to answer for your first round. And make sure that for every question may magawa kayo, dapat may ma-eliminate kayo or something. Basta wag nyo iwan na walang nagagawa per question. And then for your second round, answer with a different color of pen. Ako, I use green for that. And of course, don't ever forget to buy your reams of bond paper. So if you're taking October, usually cash on yung 3 reams, and kailangan long yung bond paper if magta-top notch kasi yung handouts nila long bond. So don't buy short bond kasi nakaset talaga siya for long bond. If you buy short bond and print in short bond, parang mag-shrink yung handout. So syempre, mas maganda kung yung original size. But ako, I used 5 reams kasi I also printed my tables, and for some reason, I don't know, but I used 5. Yun. And fourth naman is flashcards. I highly recommend having flashcards for micro and a bit of pharma, but not all of pharma, just a bit. Yung mga kailangan i-memorize, yung mga you think na weak ka talaga, yun, gawin mo na flashcards. May flashcards kasi top-notch, pero it's really hard for me to memorize something I didn't make, so I really had to make my own. And next naman, I also recommend to have a book stand. I don't like studying if the paper is too flat on the table. I usually like it elevated, so I recommend having a book stand as well. And sometimes, if tamad na ako mag-sit straight, naglilina lang ako, at least may book stand, very comfortable talaga siya when you read. So I highly recommend you to have one as well. I also recommend this pen stand. The thing is, I just have so much pens and highlighter, and sometimes feeling ko, it takes so much time picking up a pen. But with this pen stand, everything is just here in one place. And when I get the pen, it's easier kasi hihilain ko lang siya vertically. So I also recommend having a pen stand. And of course, if you will stick stuff in your wall, then don't forget to buy a magic tape. I use magic tape to stick stuff para hindi rin masira yung wall. So, yun. And then this next one, I really highly recommend. Okay, so guys, I recommend this. This is a table, like a mini table na you put on your bed. I really recommend it because it elevates. I'll just share a photo, but I got it in Shopee. I'll also share the link. Kasi diba, may mga ganitong table na yung hindi na elevate. May ganun din kasi ako. Pero ito, I saw it in Shopee. Parang ito, meron siyang, do you see this thing? Ito, na-angulate mo yung table in different angles. Ito, yung pang-elevate. Pwede mo siyang ipataas or ipababa. So, ang ganda nito, medyo pricey lang, parang 700 something siya, pero meron naman Shopee voucher. So, if mag-aaral pa lang kayo for the PLE, pwede pa kayo mag-add to cart and then mag-antay ng Shopee vouchers. I highly recommend this. And then, yung next na i-recommend ko, yung last na i-recommend ko actually, it's called the husband pillow. I'll just insert a picture of what it looks like. It's really too big. Feeling ko magiging bulky din siya dito in front of me. But it's a husband pillow. Basically, the thing is, this is where I study. This is my table. This is my chair. And I study here. But I wake up around 10 and I study until 3 a.m. Because I also nap, diba? I nap 2 to 3 times a day. So, there will come a point na sumasakit na talaga yung puwet ko. There was a point din kasi aside na sumasakit yung puwet ko. Sumasakit na rin yung likod ko. So, I bought a back pillow from Uratex, but it's not nice. I don't recommend it. I will show you what it looks like. It doesn't work for my back. So, buti na lang nasole ko siya. But, I ended up finding this husband pillow. It's like you put it there behind you and super gumagana talaga siya. Like, it also comes with this small pillow na you put it dapat sa head level mo, but I put it like at my lower back for extra support. I super recommend it. Ito talaga gumagana and nabili ko din siya sa Shopee. As in, sobrang laki niya yung na-deliver sa house. Tamang-tama, nag-sale ng Shopee. Tapos nabili ko lang siya for 1,100. Imagine, from 1,600 to 1,100. Binili ko na siya. And no regrets, ang ganda niya. Until now, while I'm reading books that aren't med-related, such as this one. This is the current read I have right now. Siyempre, you know, I'm in my happy phase of my life. Ginagamit ko pa rin yung husband pillow ko when I'm on my bed. Kasi, you know, I'm hardly in the stable na. I've been like, you know, living my life for the last month. And I'm so happy. You know, guys, after you pass, you also deserve to take a rest. Like, I really decided na to rest muna before going to residency. So, now I'm just having time of my life and all the sleep I need before I die again. Okay guys, don't worry, matatapos na. I just have my last giveaway for my med school series. So, same lang naman yung rules. So, just comment what you want. You don't have to like or subscribe, no, but you have to comment so I know that you want the item. But, you know, I'll really appreciate it if you like and subscribe to my channel. So, mabilis lang naman, like before, just comment what you want from 1 to 3, 1 being the most that you want, and then 3 being the least. And then my mom, who's my #1 fan sa vlog, will choose. If we pick you, we'll reply to you via comment, and we will tell you to email us at tipsfromles@gmail.com, and then we will give you 3 days to reply. So, for my first vlog, meron na ako nabigyan at na-ship. There's still some items available if you still want to join in that giveaway. But for this giveaway, you have to comment in this video. So, the item is completely free. You just have to receive it, and then it's yours. So, the first one I have is this physician countdown calendar. So, here, it's really very nice. It's new. So, here, you have a countdown kung ilang days na lang yung PLE. So, matching with this pen stand. And then, for the next one, I'm giving away this book stand. This is a wooden book stand, and it has 3 levels. There. So it can hold the Harrison. And I will match it with this future doctor sticker. So there, this is the second one. And for the last one, I'm giving away these extra flashcards. I have here 2 sizes of flashcard. This size, and then a bigger one. So I'm giving this to one person as well. So I have 3 things to give away in this video, and all you have to do is comment and let me know which one you want. So this is all for my vlog, guys. Thank you guys so much. I have one more vlog, I think, in my med school series, and hopefully more to come when I finish another milestone in my med life. And I hope you guys can pray for me as I apply for residency after my much-needed vacation, which is happening now. So just stay tuned by subscribing to my channel, and I will also appreciate it if you will like this video and comment your thoughts about it. You can always contact me at tipsfromles@gmail.com. Thank you again, guys, and remember, be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. And you have greatness in you. You might not see it, and you might even doubt it, but it's there. Just work hard, but pray harder. So see you guys in my next vlog.